Welcome back to Man2Man. We still sitting here with Mr. Ntsikelelo Ntleki, our designer, a fashionista, ubhuti oyazi indaba zakhe. My king, as a designer and somebody that's in his own world and doing his own thing, how does the South Africa, as the way things are going now, there's corona, there's economy, how are you affected as a designer or as somebody, as just a man that's living his life now?
Question just because I fear maybe I might come out as somewhat ignorant, but it's fine. I will answer it truthfully.
Okay.
But when this all COVID thing started, like a lockdown and stuff like that, I wouldn't say I was not really much affected. I was affected, like in terms of e-business. You could suppose everything just went slow. But I'm sure many artists would agree with me. We spend a lot of time as artists just in one room, conceptualizing and working on your craft. So for me, I was just numb about it. So kum indinike ixesha kha noba ndikwazi uzihlalela yabo and just focus on my work yabo kakhulu, as much as i-business ibingekho because we're all trying to make a living ukubona yabo.
Yeah.
But artistically and having time just to work on yourself indinike loo nto mna lixesha elo. And kakade andingomntu usoloko ephandle apha and outside about. I love my quiet space endlini by myself ukubona. So it did not change much for me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to say.
So you were not affected and you still doing you?
Yeah, I'm not much affected. I'm not sure if I can, like, how far can I go into detail about this, but it's my third year in Cape Town, 2020, having to relocate from East London. And when I relocated to Cape Town, I was actually at rock bottom, like in terms of a career. I don't want to go much into detail, but I was just coming from a very dark and a bad space. So I was coming to Cape Town to start over.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that when COVID hit, I was already at rock bottom. I had nothing to lose.
Awesome.
So that's why I was never affected.
So how asithethe ngobubhuti ke ngoku, how are things like gender-based violence affecting you just as a person nje uva kuthiwa women bayahlukumezeka? Do you have, what's your take on that?
Hey, mntakwethu, I think a lot has been said already, and whatever has been said already, naye nabana onendlebe uvile, you know what I'm saying, ne? Naye nabana onengqondo yokucinga uyazazi into bekusuppose uyayenza okanye angayenzi. I think a problem esinayo it's very much deep. These are only symptoms esizibonayo whereby it becomes a physical thing. Whereby umuntu oyindoda aphakamise isandla umuntu obhinqileyo.
Okanye the other way around.
Okanye the other way around. I believe, but more especially with men, there's banza ufuna ugxila kuwo just because this thing is rife, ixhaphake kubo kakhulu, you know. There's a whole lot of healing that needs to be done. Ukubona, self-healing kubantu abangamadoda, just because I wouldn't want to make like imizekelo maybe to a particular case or to that particular case or the other one, but you find that as South African men, we are very angry, Jaman. We are very angry. Omnye umntu ebenonaba mhlamba ayithethe, maybe it's due to i-past esiyi-experience collectively as within this country, or a past that we have experienced collectively as the continent, yabo. A past as we experienced as umuntu omnyama. Like you can attribute ezinto zenzekayo to izinto ezininzi, ne? But apho ndifuna uya khona mna at the end of the day, apho bendiqale khona ukuthi umuntu onendlebe uvile onengqondo uyakwazi indlela omakacinge ngalo. Iyandihlupha mna as it is, but ngumnqweno ukuthi we need a whole lot of healing kubantu abangamadoda. There's a whole lot of anger that needs to be addressed. And that anger that we do have ngosivele siyi-misdirect ukubona siyise kwizindawo bengafanele mhlawumbe ziya kuyo, ne?
Yeah.
So I think we just need that as a nation, yabo singamadoda ngokubanzi, and we need abantu abangosisi, we need abantu abangomama japho ngabo abantu abazakwazi ukufacilitate this healing that esiyidingayo kubona.
True.
Yes.
Okay, wow, interesting. So what's your advice to men out there on that camera there? What's your advice to men out there, just for a few minutes? Tell us what do you want to say to men out there looking in that camera there?
Okay, ndingathi singamadoda we really need to get involved, not necessarily involved kwizinto eziphandla apha nje. We need to get involved with ourselves personally, ngoba into eyenzekayo uyavuka kusasa and then you go about wenze izinto that possibly were not even your own original thoughts, ziza kuthatha zikuse kwezinye indawo mhlawumbe ubunganqwenelanga okanye ucingela mhlawumbe bekanti uya kuzo. So we really need to take charge and be involved within our own lives personally. Kulapho ke ngoku sizakwazi ukuthi senze like sound decisions about our own personal lives. Kulapho ke ngoku lo decisions zabuyenzele ke ngoku is going to dictate how you interact with the next person. You know.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I'm sure bavila madoda. Just one more question. Were you ever addicted into anything, and how did you come out of that?
Substance abuse, ne?
Not only substance, anything in general.
In general, or we're just talking about addiction.
Yeah.
I would be lying if I were to say I was never addicted to anything. If particularly we can start with the drugs, ne? I did have a brief stint. I think it was about around about 2002.
Yeah.
How long was that? Was it 20 years ago? Was it?
Yeah.
2002, around about that, I did have a brief stint when I started using. I had just dropped out of varsity. That was like before I went serious into umthungo. So I had a lot of time in my hands, just going around aimlessly, with nothing better to do, you know. So after that short stint, within that short stint of about 4 or 5 months, I got really sick. You know, I got really sick, and it was for the first time in my life I've never been sick. The only thing I ever went to the doctor for was izinyo and tummy ache and the like.
Yeah.
But I started losing weight and I got really sick. I went and saw and then I had to take a treatment for about 6 months.
Yeah.
Apparently, drug use, I got infected with the TB. I think maybe I had like TB cells within me. So, with now my immune system being weakened by the drugs, so the TB was able to take over. You know what I'm saying? Again.
So sorry, man.
Yeah, but I recovered from that, and it was quite an eye opener. And knowing fully well that drugs are not good for you, but being ignorant and stuff like that, you go and use them anyway. Just was the guys I started out with, they are still using those drugs today, and they've never been sick.
Yeah.
But for me, I think I was fortunate enough to go to Mdala. No, it's either you stop or I'm gonna kill you.
Obvious. Yeah. Quickly, future projects. What are you working on in future?
Future projects, man. I do not have small pockets of projects.
Yeah.
Hence I was saying ukuthi lento ndiyenza is self-taught, so it's mostly izinto about art in generally. My work impahla, photography. I've got artists endizinxibisayo. If you can go on to a page, you would see most of my work there.
What's your page?
Vato, VATOH.
Okay.
Yeah, so the future projects, man, it's like just working more on the craft. You'll see more of my stuff. Yeah.
Okay, visually, go to Vato on Facebook and on YouTube.
YouTube, I don't have much stuff on YouTube. But if you can just
nice
go online, just online, you will see all of the different platforms of what I do have.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, my brother, for coming. You've been a wonderful guest. I'm hoping to work with you more in future and see you in the future again. You've been chilling with us up Man2Man again namhlanje. Sanibona next week siyabulela ukuthi nibe nisijongile futhi. See you then, and we love you. Till then, bye.